Sweetie. Sweetie. Stay with me. Sweetie. Sweetie. You're not breathing. No. No. Stay with me. Stay with me. At least, your heart is still beating. You told me to wait last time, but when it's your life at stake, I'm not waiting anymore. You might hate me for doing this, especially when you've fainted, but sweetie, you're breathing. You're finally breathing. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to hug you too tightly. But, sweetie, I'm happy you're back. I was so afraid of losing you earlier. Welcome back. I'm. I'm sorry though. What for? Well, I took away your first kiss when you were asleep. When. When you wouldn't wake up. When I gave you mouth to mouth. Oh, sweetie. I still don't get what you mean of waiting for that romantic moment. When all you need is me and my waiting lips. But I'll wait for you until you're ready. You're still coughing. Do you need another mouth to mouth? Oh, you must have hit your head hard then, for you to already forget. Don't worry. Your Lamia girlfriend is here to comfort you. Come rest your head on my bosom. See? You're still not doing well. You need to rest up. I'll tell you all about what happened and why we're here while you rest in my embrace, okay? This time I'll make sure not to squeeze you too much. Where should I start? Should I start telling you about how we first met? On the beach. You were shipwrecked and ended up stranded on this island in the middle of nowhere. I believe the general vicinity of the place is the Bermuda Triangle. For one reason or another, many of your civilization's machinations ended up here. You were actually the first human that washed ashore here. Alive, I mean. There's been many that ended up in the island before, but either they were too brash and refused my offer, went inside the forest alone, or I saw them already lifeless. Either from the crash or because they already went through the more dangerous parts of the island. How did we end up in this cave? Well, remember, right? We stayed in the shed by the beach, and you refused to go inside the forest. Because the one time we did try to go inside, a large arachne scared the shit out of you. Really? You weren't scared? Why did you piss yourself and hit yourself behind me? Oh, really? You were only holding it in. Well, if you say so. So, since we didn't get to eat meat from the forest, and you wouldn't let me go inside alone, we ended up eating fish for weeks on end. Sure, from time to time, crates full of food would end up on the beach, but more often than not, those boxes don't even make it to shore. And when it does, you look at those very expectantly. Sometimes you'd even utter strange words like anime and magazines, whatever they are. It was pretty obvious you've been bored out of your mind. When I mentioned the cave along the beachfront that contained oysters and also bats that hoarded fruits, your eyes practically shone like the stars. I mean, you've always had a bright look on you. That's one of the things that endears you to me. But it was most especially when I mentioned the cave when it sparkled the brightest. You were so adorable. I almost wanted to keep your eyes like that forever, but I know that's not how it works. It's a shame. I would have wanted to keep your bright eyes sparkling for longer. Anyway, you wanted to come along with me. How could I say no? So, here we are. You're welcome, sweetie. You know I'd do anything just for you. So if you forget anything, if you need another mouth to mouth, I'm here. Always here. Speaking of, why were you quite hesitant on kissing me? Didn't you accept being my sweetheart the first time we met? That night isn't a confession. Were you playing with my heart then? Am I a joke to you? All I've done is for your own good, for your own sake. And now you have the gall to tell me I am the only one who thought of us a couple. Don't try to change the subject. Why are you touching all around your pockets? You what? You were going to give me that ring and confess to me, I assume. No, you're not blame at all. Actually, when I saved you earlier, this did drop from your clothes. Is it this one? This shiny gold thing? Yes, yes, I will be your girlfriend. Is this what you mean by a romantic moment? Oh, sweetie, I didn't know you put so much thought into it. Thank you. I love you so much. Love, 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 love. You just know how to make me feel special, sweetie. And here, I thought you've been distant from me the past couple of days because you had another girl back in your country. But with this ring in my finger, now I don't have to imagine that ugly broad in my head. Now that I'm girlfriends, we should kiss. I'm not waiting anymore. Now that I'm actually your girlfriend, I'll make sure those lips are moist every single day. Nuh-uh, I'm not waiting. You said you're initiating, but I'd rather gobble you up. It's not the other way around, sweetie. In this relationship, I stand on top, and you crawl below, my dear human. That is an unchangeable fact. You can't object to it. Now, open your mouth. My venom would render you paralyzed, but a little bit of my saliva every single day should help your immune system to develop a natural resistance. Now, open your mouth. Open your mouth. I don't care if you don't like it. I'm doing it for your own good. I don't want you to die from my venom. Not after I've finally gotten my own sweet human that I got to call my lover, my mate. I will not let you end up like the man from last time. And by that, I mean dead. Just to be clear, you were my first kiss too, you know? You were the only one who was considerate enough to actually listen to me. Even though I talk for so much. The men and women who came before you all insisted to go inside the forest, as I said, or tried to swim away, or were already motionless. Anyway, sweetie, I don't want to lose you. You're the most important thing in my life now. You're my sweetheart. You're my mate. And I'll give birth to your children. So, I don't want you to die from my venom. Please, it might not be your thing, but I need you to get used to my saliva before we kiss. So, open your mouth. That's so good, sweetie. Thank you. YouTube doesn't take kindly to kissing sound effects. I have just opened a shop in Ko-fi, so you can access the uncensored audio. You can check it out on the link above. Episode 1 for Lamia can be accessed with the card on the left. Bye!